we started with, I don't know, 8 or 10 chemicals, a couple of different types of toilet paper, the odd box of hand towel, and the rest is grown. If someone's asked for something, I've tried to find. I've been in the industry prior to that. I've had a cleaning business, so I know the industry pretty well. I can't find it. If I can't do it at a reasonable price, I've always set people where they can go. So that's my part of it, and just, you know, like I said, Jason, we merged in February, so if he'd like to tell you a little bit about the dryway side of it, and then we'll tell you a bit more about what we do.
Well, dryway carpet cleaning started, I think, about 25 years ago as a franchise, so I bought it. Started we were as a franchise 23 years ago. Franchise didn't last long. I think franchises back then were a dime a dozen, but as it turned out, it worked out well, and I just finished up with the dryway name on my own. So that was 23 years ago, and I've spent that time working from home on my own until February, when we merged our businesses. We pretty much bought half of each other's business and put them together. And I'm not sure where Greg's gone, he's floating around here somewhere, but he is our carpet cleaner. He does most of the carpet cleaning. I do a little bit, a couple of days a week perhaps, and Greg does the rest of it. He's certified through the ICRC, which is international recognition for carpet cleaning and restoration, as in wet carpet, smoke damage, lots of different things he's actually qualified to do. And some years ago I did my certification through Australian Carpet Cleaning Institute, which was, I'm not sure, probably about 15 years ago, and that was, at the time, a pretty big thing. And even now, a lot of carpet cleaners aren't actually certified with any certification at all. It's pretty much an unregulated and self-taught type of show. We are both certified, and we work to the Australian standards. All our machinery, all our chemicals are to Australian standards. And this is a big learning curve for me, because I didn't realise that there was like 1,000 different types of toilet paper.
Do you product test them first?
Actually, it's not, trust me, you all laugh, but I've been doing this a long time, and the toilet paper is the worst product to sell because everyone likes something different. You know, we just chucked a few out here. That's a 400 sheet toilet paper. You can't buy that in the supermarket. I think we've got 5 different 400 sheet toilet papers sitting in here at the moment, and a couple 700 sheet, and a 1-ply, and a folded, you know, interleaf one. There's just so many things, and you might like this one, but you mightn't like it, and it just goes on and on. So, you know, that's just an example. You know, and whenever a rep has come in and given us toilet paper, I've always taken it home and said to my wife, "What do you think?" Because I won't sell it. I won't sell it if it's rubbish. This is one of our oppositions, and we've kept it for a reason, because it's pretty, still 400 sheet, still a 2-ply, but rubbish.
And it feels soft.
Yeah, but it's rubbish. It's just rubbish. So yeah, so that
doesn't do the job.
Well,
what do you mean when you say toilet paper is rubbish?
Us and the ladies also.
Right.
The ladies are the ones that will tell you if toilet paper's rubbish.
Okay.
Like my wife, yeah, is pretty particular, so you know, we actually have a 3-ply as well. We don't sell much of that because of the price. Like, so the main industry is offices and motels and stuff. So, you know, yeah, there's toilet paper and there's toilet paper. It's a bit like hand towel. Again, so many different hand towels. You know, your folded stuff. Everyone goes just the folded stuff. Well, there's 3 different types in that alone. And then we probably in this warehouse here have 2 of each at least. You know, then there's roll towel. It just, you know, the whole industry there's just so much variety. Dispensers, we can offer dispensers. We just threw a few out here. So people, we sell the hand towel, but they'll go elsewhere and buy a dispenser. I don't get that. You know, you sell the hand towel, why don't they come to the dispenser? And it's something that I thought we'd mention, like any small office, you want a hand towel. We normally retail these for about $27.50. If any small business wants one, you buy the box of hand towel, we'll do them for $10 for Backscratchers. That's a bit of a plug for us today. And another thing that I thought I'd just mention, this more for, again, small offices. This is actually a sanitary bin. But you know, you don't get locked into any of these contracts with Lady Sand and that. You buy the container, and then you buy the cartridge. That's the cartridge. So it's literally pulled out, thrown in the rubbish. That will break down underground in 3 years. It's got crystals in there. So, you know, instead of these Lady Sand places and tie you into contracts, I just thought, again, a lot of small businesses, if you need something like that, we sell the cartridges in lots of 10, you buy the canister. Again, it's a cleaner job. There's no, you know, nothing, that was just something I just thought I'd throw out there as well, like more for the small offices. As you can see, range of chemical, it never ends either. Like I said, you're quite welcome to have a walk down the aisle, you know, all your little sandwich wedges and paper bags, Chinese containers, and again through the showroom, you know, your Sunday, you know, your slushy cups, you know, greaseproof paper, newsprint, snack boxes, all the packaging stuff that you might see, you know, your plastic cutlery, your plastic plates, pizza boxes, I mean, just, you know, gloves. And then the motel industry, you've got your PC coffee and your milks and your tea, Vickies, all the shampoos, conditioners, soaps. As I look around, I keep going, because there's more. So, you know, as like I said, I initially started this as a lifestyle, to work from home, but I could never say no. If someone wanted something, you should just keep getting it in, and that's how the business has grown and grown and grown. You know, your garbage bags, kitchen body bags. Again, and there's not just one of this stuff. There's just so many varieties because everyone wants something different. You know. Again, takeaway cups. Like I was saying to someone, this is a new range of cups we've just got in. One of my companies purchased a set of prints from someone at the Gold Coast. So every sleeve of cups, there is 12 different photos in the sleeve, just something different.
Photos of?
Sorry?
Photos of?
Oh, just different pictures that a photographer has taken. Just something different instead of having a plain black cup or, you know, like these are just a few. And then they'll eventually change it and change a few of the prints. And then since we've been in here, like I said, our cleaning products alone has grown. And again, Jason's more the warehouse. You know, he's in the showroom a lot more than I am. But if a cleaner comes in and wants something, we'll normally buy 2. So we've got it for someone next time. As you can see, vacuum cleaners, just something that we've again got into in the last 3 or 4 months. And I'll let Jason have a bit of a spiel just on this backpack alone. Yeah, one of the biggest, best that we've seen around, and they sell themselves. We actually took one to a hotel the other morning, a bit hesitant to let them have a go, and they subsequently bought it. Like I said, it's just, you know, just pretty impressive. But I'll just let Jason have a bit more chat about maybe that vacuum cleaner alone.
Well, we have a range of vacuums, and at the moment we've got 3 backpacks. A budget one, a decent one, and this one. And undoubtedly, vacuums are vacuums really, but this just leaves everything else for dead. 51 litres of air per second, which is like incredible. And everything has been thought of, it's got HEPA filters, so it's asthma and allergy safe. Little things like this little tray here, that's where the exhaust vents. If you're using it in an office, generally the exhaust vents from the bottom or the side. This has got this little lip on it so that you walk past a desk, it doesn't blow the papers off the desk. Like just little things like that. It's expensive, but it's like just one of the best things we've ever seen as far as a commercial cleaning. And I've been with commercial cleaners for a while, and I've not ever seen anything that looks like that. Other things that we're looking at, we've got Sonicron, which is basically a carpet cleaning chemical. They manufacture and supply everything that you can think of for carpet cleaning, other things as well, but their main focus is on carpet cleaning stuff. We've become the exclusive distributors for the area for that. So we're now seeing lots and lots of carpet cleaners. They come in to buy that product and get advice on others as well. And that's something that's amazed by this, is the amount of people clean them. I cannot believe how many people are out there cleaning carpets, houses, commercial. It's incredible. I had no idea, absolutely no idea.
And how they actually clean the carpets, like this way as well. Just a little domestic machine. We just were talking to Teal about, you know, the real estate side of it, and there's carpet cleaning, and then there's carpet cleaning, and like we say, I reckon 80% of the cleaners come in here do carpet. And we said to one lady the other day, how do you do it? She goes, I just use an upright whistle. You just can't compete with the $25,000 machine in the back of your van. So, but yeah, I'm not sure, you know, like I said, quite welcome to have a wander down the aisle. Like I said, this is the main picking aisle, and things are broken, or we sell sleeves and all that. The showroom has a fair bit of it set out, you know, all needs to have a look. Yeah, I'm not sure. Trolleys, something, again, they've never been able to sell, never been able to have them on display. These are actually all sold. Jason just put them together yesterday. These are both sold to a couple of different, one's a motel, one's a cleaner. So yeah, a whole wide range with the vacuum side of it. They've got a catalogue 2 inches thick, all your bags, your parts, hoses, floor tools, we can source any of that sort of stuff. So, yeah. And again, as a cleaner will come in and buy a vacuum bag or something, we will then keep them in stock. That's much you know. So I'm not sure what else we can really tell you. Like I said,
do you get many motels that use you, or do they do their own stuff?
No, I service the Toowoomba motels every Monday. I go around. Like I said, I initially started selling out of my van. I just had my van stocked up and used to sell out of my van. And I still do that around Toowoomba to a degree. I can't carry everything anymore, but I still cover the majority. I would probably do 60 to 70% of the motels. I don't do everything with them, don't get me wrong, but I would at some stage supply 60 to 70%. Go as far as Chinchilla, and would do the majority with every motel, probably a couple, literally only a couple, as far as Merg and that way. And again, service, you know, motels is the bigger, was the initial part of the business that grew, you know, and that's what we cater for. You know, not everyone can do all the soaps and shampoos. Like, I'm a distributor for Concept Amenities, which is the main soap and shampoo distributor. You know.
Pretty much anything you see in the motel room, we have. From the kitchen tidy bags to the biscuits that are in the packets, coffee, tea, sachets, sugar.
Can you get, excuse me, how do you overcome the price-driven industry that you're in?
And Jason has struggled with this a fair bit because of, over the years, I've always been very competitive. I love to see the opposition's pricing. The majority of opposition, if we walk in and they pull out an invoice, I've always been cheaper. You know, and there's certain ones, if you know you are, they will give out pricing, but overall, you know, their pricing isn't. Toilet paper is the hardest thing to sell, like I said right at the start. You probably go in there with a bit cheaper price, not always. Again, because this quality brand, for example, we're the only ones in Toowoomba with it, value for money. So we can push that and no one else can match the quality for the price. So we tend to do that, and I had a motel out Ruthven Street that was buying the toilet paper. That's all they were buying. And I went in there one day and he goes, you don't sell biscuits? I went, yeah, I do. And because I had them in the van, I grabbed them out. And ever since then, they now buy everything. He said they were so sick of ordering elsewhere and not getting the stuff, or their shampoos and that they used to get from a certain supplier. I don't know where they were based, but he said one box would come from Sydney one day, the next box of conditioner would come 2 days later. So price might get you in, but then service wins us out. You know, like I said, if we don't get stuff to someone within the day, there's something. That's what I pride myself in. You know, again, when I was on my own, I'd be out of town, checking emails. I'd literally come back, grab the stuff and drop it off, email and invoice when I got home. You know, no one does that. They have cut-off times. You know, so, yeah. Price, but then service generally wins out. And the other thing is the availability. No backorders. We pride ourselves in very, very, very few backorders. 2 reasons. One, they cost money. If you've got to send stuff out, and yeah, people get annoyed because you don't have stock. And sorry, when I go out of town, I'll ring the day before, take their orders, and then deliver. So don't freight anything. Freight is ridiculous.
The dogs that run on concrete, if the concrete gets dirty, what do you recommend to make sure you clean that concrete?
Is it painted or?
No, it's not painted.
I'd use a tile cleaner. Yeah, it's like tile, what we call as a heavy duty tile cleaner.
So you just
Brush it on, close it on.
just close it off.
Still your dog, mate.
Yeah, the tile cleaner.
Part of the business.
Yeah, see, the machine that Greg was just taking out is actually the floor tile cleaner. They've got a massive box at 8 feet. Just going to go and show them how it works. And Jason can too. Like that's the and we use the whole product, the tile cleaner with that.
Well, prior to me being Gary, I've always bought my carpet detergents from Gary, but I've not used his tile cleaner before because I had one that I liked, and when I bought half his business, I decided to use his tile cleaner.
It was never actually, I used to call it just the heavy duty cleaner. We've actually changed the name of it to suit the tile because it's such a good product.
Yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Better than anything. So that thing runs, it spins off the carpet machine, so it has the back end and it spins, it runs at just under 100 degrees and at about, depends what the tiles are and the condition of the grout, but up to about 13 or 1500 psi. And it starts at probably about 1000. And of course that's like putting detergent on your tiles and hitting it with a gurney inside, pretty much. So that vacuums, it sucks, leaves no water on the floor, it all just vacuums and squirts and sucks at the same time. So it does a brilliant job.
So where do you have to dispose of that? Do you just find somewhere
Well, you can't,
side of the road
you can't put it down a drain, a stormwater drain, but and different councils, and you read different things, but generally what we're taught is that it's safe to put it on a garden bed or a lawn area, as long as there's no runoff into drains, stormwater drains. Often, they go down the sewer. Yeah.
Actually, we had, again, I've got this, but one of my main chemical companies owner up here a few weeks ago, and we're talking about phosphates. Like phosphates a few years ago was a big issue about, dams, causing all the water in algae and all that. And they actually done some tests on the water in this, I'm not sure which dam it was, but he was telling a story. And it actually come down to the phosphates was causing less than 1% of the problem. So all this myth about the phosphates going in the dam or that was just a big myth. It was all the runoff from the cattle and the dead animals and that caused more of the problem than the actual phosphates in the water. So I thought that was really amazing. I haven't ever seen any literature on that, but this was actually a thing that come back to him as a chemical company. And I mean, the majority of the chemicals are biodegradable. Like, you look on the label, and again, that's from the main company. Once they're mixed, they're biodegradable. The biodegradable thing was the biggest myth I've ever heard of. You can put that on a bottle when they make it. If it's a certain percentage of water, like I don't know, 75%, 80%, it's a bit like the Arctic Foundation on food. It's a bit of a myth about this biodegradable stuff. Because again, we've just been down that road with, I supply the South Burnett Council, and they were worried about all the biosystems at the public toilets in the South Burnett. They were having issues with drainage problems and all that, and they were trying to blame the chemical. And the majority of chemical that we're selling, again, are biodegradable, will not hurt the thing. I said the biggest problem would be if a caravanner pulled up, no offence to caravanners, and emptied their waste tank straight down the toilet. It's probably whatever chemical they put in that to stop the smell in the caravan. Not the product, but so there's a lot of this biodegradable phosphate myth, I guess, which is another big issue, like the biodegradable. Anyway.
Okay, we've still got a couple of minutes. Any more questions? Yep.
So if a house floods internally, you can go and suck all the water out of the carpet?
Yeah, we don't actually have that much equipment. But like we've got an air mover and the machine and got the ability to do it. But if it needs dehumidifier, we don't have a dehumidifier now. So a little, just a washing machine that runs out into the hallway, things like that. Yeah, sure.
But is that something we'd call you for, and you'd find the right people for us?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
You find Earl and sell a new house.
I've just looking at just got a few minutes. These are, I'm sure most of the gentlemen have seen something like that in the urinal. These are only a fairly new product on the market in the last 2 months maybe. It's a combination of disc and a urinal mat. I've sold the discs. They're actually made up with and made up with calandra. Like again, a lot of the urinal blocks are a crystal type product, and as they break down, they'll actually block the drain. They will crystallise in the drain. So this is made up of calandra at Kalana Waters. This was the first bit of a part of this. This is biodegradable, safe. I actually keep these, not these blue ones, these are fragrance ones, but a white one in our shower. We're on a biosystem, and it keeps the good bacteria happy. We don't have any drainage smells anymore. So a fellow that we deal with has put that with the urinal mat, fragranced it, and these things will actually clean the drains. Like if you, when I first got them, we gave them out to a few places for urinals, and they will actually clean the bottom of the urinal. So they're safe, you can handle them, whereas if you hold a crystal one in the urinal blocks, and I know you've got a laser one on the ceiling, they will burn your hands. So this is the newest thing on the market, environmentally friendly, enzymes which helps the good bacteria. So like I said, that's just something new. Again, in a heavier plastic bag, a lot of them come in really thin plastic. By the time you put them in the drain, in the urinal, they've already lost all their smell. But yeah, just the technology, like this guy invented this product because he was in a seafood shop and got sick of using bleach to sterilise everything. So he's made these, like I said, they actually have the white tablets. We actually sold the Toowoomba portable toilets. They put them in the toilets to stop the smells and that. So just a few of the other different things. It never ends. Yeah.
So those go in the sort of public.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like I said, and that's like, we still sell these, just like your normal in your urinal, and they only activate on a liquid, so every time it's flushed or something, they will run down the drain and they clean the drain. They don't crystallise like the crystal ones. They let off a fragrance probably more than these, but they actually do more damage.
Well, what would you use in your home toilet where that's not fit in there?
Again, we're on tank water, and we have a problem with the toilet. Just always seems to get dirty and build up even after cleaning. We drop one of them if we go away for a day and let that sit in there. Unbelievable. It really is amazing how clean they will come. So we can probably do a few of these if anyone wants. If you've got a toilet, we had a build up in our old house. A toilet, kids, little kids weren't flushing it, and I literally drained that bottom of the water out of the toilet. I tried to scale up steel wool chip, didn't work. It took us probably 2 weeks of putting a block in over a 2-week period, and that all disappeared. So they just, and then like I said, often these new houses, they've got the drainage part in the bathroom that has a stagnant water. We don't have that smell at home anymore because we have these white ones. These disappear quick because they're a fragrance, but the white blocks just eventually. I've actually sold them to motels at Dolby and Chinchilla. All the new motels have a few issues with drainage, because they don't dig enough trenches, and they actually break these blocks up and put it down the drain to help the smell.
Wouldn't they block up the thing if you put that in the stores and flush it too, block up?
Well, it will until it dissolves. It will dissolve. Yeah, like I said, when I say we put it in home, if we're going away for a day or overnight, you just don't use that toilet. Yeah. But, yeah. Great
So
product.
you use it in the shower as well?
Well, I just have it in the shower again because it works on the water and it just runs, you know, as you know, they'll last several weeks in the shower, but it just helps, you know, that water then runs into that part in the middle. So I mean, unfortunately, they only come in 5-kilo boxes, so to buy it for home. But I mean, if anyone wants to grab a couple, we've got a few samples we can put in. Anyway. Or if you've got a really smelly drain, you just break it up and put it down that drain if it's really bad. Yeah.
We've pretty much run out of time.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your hospitality. It's been a very pleasant morning.